it's just Kate here from Secret Bloggers Business, and welcome to this week's SBB Live. Now this week I wanted to talk all about how to spring clean your business, because it is about to be spring here in Australia and I'm super excited. There are actually, I've just moved into a new proper grown-up house, my first one, with an actual garden, and we have flowers, which I've never had before. I'm not really sure what to do with them. If anyone has any unrelated tips about that, let me know. But basically, I wanted to jump in and do this SBB Live today because normally around about this time of year, and this is even if you're not in, the southern hemisphere, or you're not in, this is when people start to feel, just because it's mid-year, people can start to feel a little bit meh about their business. Hey, Brian, how you going? Yes, proper grown-up house with a driveway and a front lawn and everything. My younger Kate, who thought she was always going to live in an apartment 5-minute walk from the city, would probably be mortified right now, but I am loving the grown-up house. So a lot of people start to feel a little bit blah. You start finding yourself procrastinating more. You start looking at that to-do list and kind of going, oh, maybe do I really want to do this year? It's when the motivation just starts to sag, and it happens around about this time of year for everyone, whether you are coming into autumn or coming into spring. So it's the perfect time of year to do a bit of a spring clean, and that spring clean really helps you get sort of super clear on what you're doing, get rid of a bunch of clutter, give your brain a bit of a mental detox as well, so that you're feeling revived and refreshed and ready to take on the rest of the year and kick some goals and make some cool stuff happen before we wrap up 2017. So what is a business spring clean? It's not as scary or tedious as an actual home spring clean. There is no Windex or wipe downs involved, unless you really want there to be. This is really more about, as I said, going through and just decluttering some of that stuff that's probably built up, making a bit more mental space so that you can tackle those projects, getting reinvigorated, getting remotivated, and making the best of the remaining months that we have left in the year. So I hope you guys can all hear me okay. But anyway, anyone who's jumping on live, make sure you say hi, and while you guys are doing that, let's jump straight on into how you can spring clean your business. So first of all, the first thing you want to do is it is a physical decluttering. So I've just done this on my desk. It was an absolute bomb site only a couple of days ago, and to actually go look at your workspace and go, is this a place of calm? Is this a place that is going to make me feel inspired, that it's going to make me want to sit down and get some stuff done? Or is this a place of chaos of, just seeing lots of stuff that needs to be filed, lying around, lots of empty coffee cups, if you're like me, lots of bits and pieces that you've just accumulated. It just happens. So first thing to do is go through and do a little bit of a declutter of your desk. Wow, someone's having some real mixed emotions. I'm getting all of the reactions along there. Thank you for those. So to start off with, clean off your desk. File away all those things that you've been putting off filing. I'm a terrible filer. I have a 2-file pile, and I pretty much only do filing about once or twice a year, but now is the perfect time to do it. Give everything a wipe down. Maybe if you've got like a dead plant in the corner, might be time to get rid of it, or find an actually alive one, because it's all about creating that wonderful space where when you sit down, you're not kind of looking around and thinking, oh God, I should do that. Or, it's kind of, I don't know, if you're one of those people that just needs stuff to be in order, which I am, sitting amongst chaos just makes me want to leave. So I will get up and I'll go make a cup of tea. I'll go take the dog for a walk. It means I'm just very unproductive. So task number 1 is to declutter your physical space where you're working. And if you're working at a desk, or if you're working at the kitchen table, it doesn't matter. It's wherever it is that you do your work. You want to be able to sit down and feel motivated and not feel like you should be doing something else. So declutter that space. The second thing in that is to go and file all that stuff that you've been putting off filing. Have a bit of a personal admin day if you need to. So if you've been putting off doing your taxes, or going to the dentist, or, chasing up on some, maybe the gas company owes you $5 from your last house, all those little bits and pieces. Have a personal admin day get all that stuff ticked off, and then it's not going to be weighing on your brain anymore. Oh, hey Janine, how you going? Thank you for joining me. So get all that stuff done. So that's a bit of a mental declutter, it's a physical declutter. And then another one which I know a lot of people tend to put off is do a desktop declutter. I kind of have a little bit of a sick fascination with having a messy desktop, just because my friend Carly, who I quite often will be working in the same space with, I know it gives her actual panic attacks. Not actual ones, but getting close. So I like to try and freak her out by keeping my desktop as messy as possible, but it does get to a point where it starts to freak me out as well. So it's good to just go through, do a big cull, delete your trash bin. So many people carry on this trash because they're just worried they've accidentally deleted something that they shouldn't, and that's actually going to be slowing down your computer. So delete the trash, clean everything out. If you notice that you've got a lot of stuff on your desktop, a lot of recurring stuff, like maybe you're someone like me who takes a lot of screenshots of things, so maybe you see something that's inspirational, like, oh, this is a cool idea, I want to try that, or look into this more, and you screenshot stuff, create a folder that all your screenshots go into. Just adding a few of those simple processes will totally change your life, and will just mean that you're not having to do such a massive declutter next time around. So that's your physical space. Get all that stuff done, and as I said, do a bit of a personal admin day as well. It can't hurt. Now, the next thing I want everyone to do is do a bit of a spring clean of your processes. So you don't have to do everything because that's a massive task, but just think about the top 2 to 3 things that you do a lot, the things that you do regularly, so every week. So whether it's writing blog posts or scheduling social media or following up with clients, or maybe it's onboarding new people into your course, or whatever it is. Think about things that you do often and you do again and again, simple things that have multiple steps. I want you to try and systemize those. So that's not saying you need to go and create crazy automations or anything, but I want you to create a checklist. Use a tool like Asana or Trello and create basically a template for each of the steps that you have to go through. And inside that template, save everything that you need. So if you're one of those people who it's like, okay, all right, so I've got to do this thing. Now I've got to find that password. Where was that again? Oh, and I need a file for that. And I'm going to write out the email from scratch. All of those things could have been systemized. It could have been templated down. So I want you to pick 3 things, 2 to 3 things, depending on how much time you've got, and try and systemize them. Try and add as many shortcuts, time savers in there as you can, and it will give you back probably, even half an hour to an hour of your week, if not more. And that is, there's such a gift when you're running your own business, because as everyone knows, time is money, and the more time you have to spend on your business, the more money you're likely to make. Or hell, maybe you can spend it binging on Netflix and just enjoying yourself and relaxing instead. Neither of those things are a bad thing. So step number 2 is to go and think of 2 to 3 processes that you do regularly and think, how can I simplify these? How can I streamline these? And create that sort of step-by-step templated checklist inside, as I said, like Asana or Trello, that has all of the assets, all of the tools, all the reference points, all the scripts of, if it's emails that you're sending, have those emails pre-written that you can just copy, paste, update, and send. Make your life easier, save yourself a bunch of time. And if you're doing this regularly, like every 6 to 12 months, you'll find you're slowly processing more and more things, you're saving more and more time, and you're going to be so much more productive. So point number 3 is I now want you to spring clean your commitments. So everyone has them. These are things that maybe you agreed to do a year ago, or something you feel like you should do, or something that you think, like all of your friends are doing, so you should be doing it. You see other people doing it. Maybe you're on, maybe you've agreed to help someone out with something. Maybe you have a client who's barely paying you enough money to kind of make it worth your while. Maybe it's just that you've committed yourself to too many projects this year, and you're not going to get them done, and it's stressing you out, and that stress is causing you to procrastinate and therefore get even less done. Think about what is something that you've committed to that maybe isn't serving you as well as it needs to. And I give you total permission to be selfish here. And it's actually not being selfish, but because time is your most valuable asset, and your energy as well. Time and energy, both super valuable, things you can't buy, things you can't get more of, things that everyone has a very limited supply of. And if you are cheating yourself on either of those things by spending your time or your energy on stuff that isn't serving you, that is actually something maybe you're resenting a bit, something that's, something that you probably should have said no to, but you've committed to it now, so you're going to see it through. I give you permission to gracefully bow out, because getting back that bit of time, removing that bit of resentment is going to make the world of difference. It's going to have you feeling way more focused, way more on top of things, way more excited about your week and what you've got coming up. As I said, and it's going to free up some time. So those are the three things. So if you are currently feeling a little bit meh about your business, if you find yourself procrastinating, if you find yourself getting up and making 100 cups of tea a day and not actually getting through your to-do list, it sounds like you definitely need to do a business spring clean. And the 3 steps to that are: 1, to spring clean your physical space. So clean up your desk, clean up your desktop, do that filing that you've been putting off. And as a little bonus tip, if you can squeeze it in, try and do a bit of a personal admin day and get through all of those things which have just been hanging over your head forever. Dentist, chasing up bills, whatever, get that stuff sorted. Number 2 is to spring clean your processes. So pick 2 to 3 things that you do regularly and try and streamline them, template them, create a checklist, a step-by-step kind of workflow checklist inside your favorite project management tool, which you can just copy each time you go through it and tick all those things off. Trust me, it will save you so much time and energy, and it will give you back actual time to spend on either your business or yourself. Both are excellent investments of your time. And number 3 is to spring clean your commitments. So even if it's just one thing that gets you back an hour a week, or that just stops you dreading this thing as it comes up to it, if you can bow out gracefully from that. I know sometimes you kind of feel a bit yucky about doing things, you feel like you're letting people down. But to be honest, so many of us, particularly females and particularly in this kind of space, we feel the need to give, and we end up emptying our cup. And that is our energy cup here, not our physical cup, although I do empty my teacup regular times throughout the day, and then you don't have any energy to continue to give. So it's not serving your family, it's not serving your friends, it's not serving your business, and it's definitely not serving yourself to have massively overcommitted yourself to things that you don't really want to do, and you're only doing it because you kind of feel obligated. It's okay to say no to that stuff. People will forget about it, and eventually they're going to get over it. Just do it with grace, and use that time that you get back wisely. You're going to have brain space. You're going to have an extra couple of hours probably in your week, if not more. And if you invest them wisely, then you're going to feel amazing. That's going to reflect in your business, and it's a total win-win for everybody. So that's my tips, guys, how to spring clean your online business. Now, if you want to take this next step further, I actually did a blog post a little while ago about how to create a scorecard for your business. So if you are, as I said, feeling a bit meh, or maybe you found that the results that you're getting lately haven't been kind of what you want, and you're not really sure how to pinpoint exactly what that is, there is a link above to go and check that out. It's a free download. Go check it out. And it's basically about how to create an online scorecard for your business that you can then use to basically score yourself each week, and to find those holes where maybe things are slipping through the cracks, maybe where you need to improve, and things that you can use to increase your results super easily, super fast. It's like a 20-minute exercise, and it will really help you to pinpoint those areas that maybe are the leaky holes in the bucket you can jump in and fix. So I'd go check it out over at secretbloggersbusiness.com. As I said, the link is above or below if you're watching this replay on YouTube. But that's it from me, guys. If you've loved this video, I'd love if you could share it. Otherwise, make sure you come back, same bat time, same bat channel next week for the next SBB Live. So thanks, guys. Have an awesome week. Bye.